DataHub already knows what's connected. What it doesn't know is why a decision was made or whether that reasoning still holds 6 months later. This is Evidence Gate, the first workflow in what we're calling DataHub Organizational Reasoning. An engineer proposes renaming order_total to recognized_revenue on a real Snowflake dataset in DataHub. Evidence Gate discovers the actual context owners, glossary terms, 13 downstream BI consumers, scores the risk deterministically at 75 out of 100, then runs a read-only validation query. The numbers don't lie, a 13.16% shift in the revenue aggregate, well past the 1% tolerance. The change is blocked, and a compatibility patch is generated automatically. None of that decision comes from a model guessing. It's rules and a real query. What the model does is explain it, and that explanation gets written straight onto the DataHub asset, not into a separate system nobody checks. A second, completely independent process can later ask why was this blocked, and get the real answer straight from DataHub. And when I remove the glossary term this decision relied on, watch what happens, the provenance flips to stale on its own. A second, similar change comes in, and Evidence Gate finds this decision as precedent, telling you exactly what still applies and what's different. This isn't a log file. It's sitting directly on the DataHub asset, 19 structured fields anyone can query the same way they'd query anything else on this table, the risk score, the real reason, who needs to sign off, and something DataHub itself doesn't tell you otherwise, 8 downstream assets that have no owner assigned at all, flagged for escalation instead of silently dropped. It's linked back to the source PR, and it raises a real DataHub incident, so this shows up exactly where a team already looks for asset health. And this is the proof it's not just state sitting in memory. Brand new process, zero shared state, just the asset URN, and it retrieves the full reasoning straight from DataHub. That's Evidence Gate, DataHub's graph, doing what it already does best, remembering why. Everything you just saw runs against a real, live DataHub instance, no mocked lineage, no synthetic graph.